On this week's Center of It All, we get the details on a local Brew Bistro in Millheim. The Penn State basketball team is busy prepping for their European tour later this month. School's just around the corner, and we have the latest fall fashions. And in Kitchen Encounters, Mel cooks up a quick and easy, but of course tasty treat with ingredients right out of the garden. Hello and welcome to the Center of It All. I'm your host, Rabb. We have a show jam-packed with fun. And who doesn't like fun? I went out to Millheim the other day. I heard there's a happening spot along Main Street. I wanted to see what it's all about. You wouldn't think that in a small, quiet town like Millheim, there'd be a local brewery bistro bringing neighbors and strangers together. The Elk Creek Cafe and Ale Works is precisely that. Going into its 18th year, Elk Creek continues to gain recognition across the area. Their beer is enjoyed on tap in the cafe, in various bars in the Center County region, and at home parties. Having a pub license, the Elk Creek Cafe can only sell beer they themselves brew. Tim Yarrington, the head brewer, finds it to be a welcome challenge.
We try to offer a broad range of experiences in beer, so we go from very light, or very much like a light American lager, which is our Winkle Plank wheat ale, and we try to move through all the different levels and profiles that you could hit on to appeal to whatever your taste in beer is, from a hoppy pale ale to a really balanced sort of amber ale, which is our copper ale, to very dark and assertive porter.
An IPA and malt brown ale are also available at all times. Tim makes sure to consider the time of year when brewing up the changing selections offered year-round. With a total of 9 beers brewed in-house, you're sure to find a drink that'll wet your whistle. Tim finds that the average beer drinker wants balance on their palate.
The copper ale satisfies in a lot of ways. It's very balanced, which means the malt and the hops are there in noticeable presence, They're working together to create a single experience that a lot of people respond to.
But for those more adventurous, seeking an unbalanced taste,
there's a trend in the industry now where people are going for really assertively hoppy beers, and some of those also are assertively alcoholic beers. And those beers are interesting and very tasty, and I've had a lot of them that are good. And we make one as a seasonal, which is our Harry John IPA. And it's very popular.
The Elk Creek Cafe and Ale Works is committed to using local ingredients, be it meat, grains, or hops throughout their establishment. Staying true to that commitment, there's an annual brew which occurs around hop harvest time. Local hobbyists are the main source for that hop.
But that's about it right now. But we're always open to talk to folks and encourage folks to consider the possibilities of producing ingredients that we could use in the brewing process here.
You can find their beers in State College, Altoona, Huntington, and even as far north as Bloomsburg and Wilkes-Barre. Though Elk Creek is not opposed to growing to where bottles are available or production is just on a larger scale, Tim has one consistent thing in mind.
Well, it's always important to me to ensure that however you find Elk Creek beer in the future or currently, that quality is the most important thing. And so what I'll refuse to do is grow for the sake of growth in a way that would jeopardize my ability to ensure consistency and quality in whatever package you find it in.
So next time you're in the mood to support the area around you, head out to the Elk Creek Cafe and Ale Works. You'll find good beer, food, music, and art, all make for a positive Center County experience. The Elk Creek Cafe and Ale Works has live music and entertainment Thursday nights and on the weekends. Check elkcreekcafe.net for the schedule. Stick around. When we return, we get the inside scoop on the Penn State men's basketball team's European tour. Welcome back to the Center of It All. Our Andrew Callista got wind that Coach Chambers and the Penn State men's basketball team were headed to Europe to play some hoops. Andrew met up with a few players to get their thoughts on the trip and the upcoming season.
Well, it's only August, but Penn State basketball is kicking into high gear. Coach Chambers and his Lions are prepping for a trip across the pond. So let's find out what they have to say about their 8-day Euro trip.
Practice is going well. Guys are competing. I think our strength coach and our trainer, Brandon Spade and Saz, have done a great job of managing their bodies and their minds. You know, I feel like we're in mid-October, the way they're competing and the way they're getting after it. And I think this is going to be a great time for us. These 10 practices are great for Tim and his injury. And he looks like he's almost back. He split a ball screen the other day. His little floater. I mean, he looked like Tim Frazier.
Frazier being back is great news for the Lions, and not just on the court either, as he really has embraced his leadership role. That is something he plans to stress to the younger guys while overseas.
I'm just going to try to be the best leader I can, on and off the court, you know, and I just want to give as much knowledge as I can, as well as the seniors did when I first got here, and the juniors. And when they gave me great knowledge, and they went through the times they said I did this, and, you know, you make this same mistake, and don't do that. So I'm going to try to get at it as much as possible, just reach out to them and, you know, be a leader on the floor as well as be as a teammate and a friend.
And while the foreign tours provide for extra practice and game time, Chambers said the main goal is team bonding. But guard DJ Newbill says while it's a vacation of sorts, there is still plenty of work to be done.
It's going to be a business trip, but at the same time, we're going to have fun. You know, we're going out there to win. We're not just going out there just to play. We're going out there to win, so it's going to be business. But I'm sure that coach is going to make sure that we have some fun while we're out there.
If Hollywood has told us anything, trips to Europe are really fun.
It's Big Ben, kids, Parliament.
And when the Lions get back, it's time to get ready for a blast from the past.
Since 1996, there's not been a Penn State basketball game in Rec Hall. And we're going to have a retro game in Rec Hall December 14th versus Princeton University.
Whoa, a game back in Rec Hall? A gym with only 6,300 seats? Don't laugh. Penn State won over 70% of their home games at Rec Hall, including a 45-game win streak. And what an atmosphere it has.
Probably the most significant thing relative to coaching there was the fact that the crowd had such an impact on the games themselves. And there's no getting around that. The atmosphere there was as good a home court advantage as you could have.
Former head coach Bruce Parkhill should know, as he guided Penn State to 4 straight 20-win seasons at Rec Hall, including an A-10 championship in '91. And that history isn't lost on Chambers nor his players.
They need to understand they're not just playing for themselves. They're playing for all the guys who have worn that jersey before. And they're playing for an incredible university. So let's meet the old coaches. Let's meet the ex-players. Let's tap into their wisdom, their knowledge, of their experiences, of what they went through. And if they can understand that, well, maybe that just gives us a little bit more extra in the game.
Tickets will cost $20 and go on sale September 10th for season ticket holders and the 24th for the general public. Coach Chambers ended the announcement with a plea to the Nittany Nation.
Fans, please come out. Alum, please come out. Let's make this a special event that this country is going to be very envious of. Let's make this something that Penn Staters have never seen in all their years of coming to Penn State basketball. So that's my plea to the fans. Come on out, season ticket holders, come on out. Be a great part of this December 14th.
No word yet on if they're going to call that game Old Timers Night. For the center of it all, I'm Andrew Callista.
Thanks, Andrew. Penn State opens the 2013-14 season with Wagner on November 9th at the Jordan Center. We have to take a quick break, but we'll head over to the Prosciutti residence to see what's cooking. Hello, thanks for joining the center of it all. If you have a garden, then you know you can get an overabundance of some veggies. Well, Mel Prosciutti shows us a great recipe using fresh zucchini right out of the garden to satisfy our hunger. Here's our newest kitchen encounters.
If you have a vegetable garden or a husband with a vegetable garden, you're looking for creative ways to cook with zucchini right about now. Today, I'm going to show you how to make one of my family's favorite appetizers. Batter-dipped, panko-crusted, deep-fried zucchini. And I'm serving it with my version of Happy Valley, Hidden Valley ranch dressing. Let's get started. 50 years ago, nobody'd ever even heard of ranch dressing. Now it's America's favorite dressing, even ahead of Italian dressing. Back in 1954, a plumbing contractor from Alaska bought a ranch in Santa Barbara, California. Steve Henson named his ranch the Hidden Valley Ranch. Besides raving about the food and the entertainment, the guests loved his salad dressing. Then, one day, a customer came up to him and asked to buy 300 bottles of his dressing to take back to Hawaii. Henson didn't have 300 bottles, so he put all of his dry spice blend in some envelopes and told the customer to add a quart of buttermilk and a quart of mayonnaise to each envelope when they got back to Hawaii. Shortly thereafter, Henson closed the ranch and went into the salad dressing business full-time. The rest is history. Back in the 1980s, I was a busy mom raising 3 small boys, and Hidden Valley seasoning packets was my secret weapon for getting them to eat their vegetables. Then one day it occurred to me to make my own dry spice blend. How did I know what to put in it? Well, I read the ingredients list on the back of the packet. Now I just keep an index card in my pantry so that I can pull the spices right off my rack and make Hidden Valley ranch dressing in about 30 seconds. Minced garlic, minced onion, dried chives, Italian seasoning blend, parsley, garlic powder, onion powder, celery salt, and white pepper. Everything goes into the bowl with 1 cup of buttermilk and 1 cup of mayonnaise. I just stir these together until they're really smooth and everything is well blended. I don't even use a whisk. I'm going to transfer it to a food storage container, cover it, and refrigerate it for several hours or overnight to let all the flavors marinate, and it'll thicken up a whole lot too. I'm just trimming the ends off of 3 or 4 8-inch young tender zucchini, cutting them in half and cutting each half into quarters, which are going to make beautiful spears for deep frying. I've set up what I like to call a deep frying assembly line. In a flat pan for my dry mixture, I put some pancake mix. In a big bowl, I put some more pancake mix and I whisked it together with beer because I love the yeasty taste that beer adds to this batter. And I whisked it until it's smooth. If you have an aversion to beer, use some club soda. In this dish, I just have an 8-ounce box of panko, crispy Japanese breadcrumbs. I sliced 6 zucchini into 8 wedges each. And all I've done is I've tossed 8 of them, 6 of them, 4 of them, whatever you want, into the dry mix. It's called dredging. I'm going to use my fork and I'm going to dip each one of these into the batter and let the excess drizzle back into the bowl. I'm going to do 4 at a time because that's what comfortably fits in the basket of my deep fryer. Swirl these around. And now I'm just going to flip them over and coat them in the panko breadcrumbs. Gets a little bit messy. Yes, you do have to wipe your hands off a little bit. My deep fryer is set according to the manufacturer's instructions to 360 degrees. Just going to lift out my basket. Pop 4 of these right into the basket. Drop them in and let them cook for exactly 3 minutes. If you're looking at a garden full of zucchini today, make the best of it. Invite a few friends over for happy hour. Serve them my crunch-alicious deep-fried zucchini with my Hidden Valley, Happy Valley ranch dressing and an ice-cold beer. For these and all of my recipes, just go to my website.
That's honestly one of my favorite ways to eat zucchini. Remember, if you prepare any of Mel's recipes, let us know how they turned out via Twitter or Facebook. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the center of it all. Summer's here and it's almost ready to leave. That means school's just around the corner. If you want to be up with the latest fall fashions, our Laura Barbosa has the Fashionista Scoop.
Whether it's high-waisted shorts, flowy shirts, or leather-studded jackets, back-to-school fashions are in full swing. We visited Blue Ivy and State College to check out these latest trends. Maxi dresses, crop tops, pencil skirts, jewelry, and more. Blue Ivy has the perfect selection for your back-to-school wear. I'm here with Devin from Blue Ivy. What are you excited to see this fall on campus?
Well, we put together a few outfits that we thought would be really great for fall. Emily, this outfit is a really great outfit for fall. It's a good transition piece from summer to fall. Starting on top, this is an indigo blue necklace. It's a good piece, statement necklace. Greens are in right now, so that's a good top. And then everyone has their white shorts for summer, so it's also a good piece to sort of take from the summer and transition into fall.
And then what about this golden cup right here?
Oh yes, we just added this in because it adds with the indigo blue necklace. You could totally wear this out, going to, see your friends or go out to dinner, that kind of thing.
And now for a more classier look, here comes Lisa with her outfit for fall.
So this outfit is a great piece for formals or any sort of formal event you need to go to. We have big statement earrings, which has the sort of gradient hue from white to purple. And then we have a big statement necklace. It's gray again, which is the whole fall look right now. Then we have winter white, which is really in right now. On the top of the dress, it's sort of the faux leather, white leather, which works really well because it's a more cream color. And then the flowy bottom, it's the high-low look, which is really, really in right now. And it's just a very good fall look. Transition from summer to fall, and winter white is really it.
Devin, I love the pairing of the earrings, necklace, and high-low skirt, but let's see a more punk rock chic look.
So this is another great outfit for the fall. We're starting off with a statement necklace. It's very Great Gatsby, big and bold with like all of the different colors. Again, green is a big fall color. And we have the different hues of green, which really brings it out. And then we're transitioning more into a casual look, a shirt that you could take from the summer that has the cutout sides. And you can pair it with a pair of jeans, which definitely makes it more fall. And then with jewelry as well, we're doing a midi ring, which is like very popular right now. And then we have sort of a contrasting colors and bracelets, which really brings out the punk rock look. And then the bag itself, again with gray. Gray is a very fall color. And then it has sort of the accents on the bottom, which gives it a little bit more of a spark as well.
Exactly, yeah, and how you were saying with the bracelets and the sideways cross is very in right now.
Absolutely.
Also with like the chainy look of the bulky jewelry. Another thing that I love that's great, it's the sides of her that are just cut out, that muscle tee. You can even wear this to the gym if you're feeling a little edgy. And now, Devin, I love your look. This is a great, great dress, a great outfit, a great piece. I love the blue. It's like a royal blue thing, and again with the high-low skirt. Very subtle, very nice, very flowy, and of course this nice big like white piece necklace. There's nothing better than going to get your new clothes for the school year. For all you shopaholics out there, now's a great time to go get your clothes. Thank you, Blue Ivy, for letting us come into your store and check out your styles. Here's to looking good. For Center of It All, this is Laura Barbosa.
Thanks, Laura. A new school year means another visit to the doctor. We have some advice from our friends over at Cleveland Clinic for back-to-school checkups. We're in the heart of summer, but it's also the time when parents start thinking about getting their children into the pediatrician's office for their back-to-school physical. Dr. Kim Giuliano is a pediatrician at Cleveland Clinic Children's. She says the back-to-school checkup should be an annual event, no matter how healthy your child appears to be at the time.
The most important elements of the physical exam are their growth and development, how much they've changed over the past year. And of course we do a head-to-toe exam looking at all of their organs, listening to heart and lungs, and making sure that we don't detect any issues like hearing or vision problems that could cause impairment in the upcoming school year.
During the physical exam, the pediatrician will look for stomach or joint problems. A hernia and skin check will also be performed. The pediatrician will look for any issues with your child's skin as well. Dr. Giuliano says if your child has been having any consistent health issues, be sure to bring it up. In fact, she says to feel free to bring a written list of questions to your child's visit.
The discussion that a family has with the pediatrician is almost more valuable than the actual physical exam. The physical exam is still extremely important to help detect new problems, but the interaction that the family has with the pediatrician is extremely important.
Dr. Giuliano says the discussion should include any ailments or psychological issues your child may have had during the previous school year. Also, talk about their vaccination record and whether or not it's up to date. Well, that's that. I hope you enjoyed the show. Remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and stay up to date with our videos on YouTube by subscribing. Have a great rest of your day.